Welcome back to 417. Got it that time, 417 Ranch. Today, we are going to be reshaping a hat that I found for my wife in the trash. So, one, we don't even know if it fits her, but we're going to shape it up, clean it up, see if it does fit her. So, if my lovely assistant would hand me the hat. This is what it looks like. And the liner in it was like pretty trash, so I don't even know who makes it or what this is. And the hat band's all worn out too, so, and the tag's ripped out. So I literally have no idea what this is, but it's a gray felt. We're gonna be cleaning and shaping it today, and I'll take you through the process of how I do it. I'm not a professional. I actually have no idea what I'm doing, but you're coming along for a journey. All right, so first I'm gonna clean it up, and I don't really have a brush handy, but I do have this sponge, so we'll see how that does. And I do have this wool patch pad thing that I think is actually gonna leave a bunch of this fur on the hat. So I'm gonna try this first. If it doesn't work, I'll try the sponge. But basically, I don't know if this is how you're supposed to do it, but I do it like a pool table where the felt, you always want to brush it the same direction. So I'm gonna go towards the front. I'm just gonna keep brushing everything towards the front until it looks a little bit more cleaner, like so. Oh yeah, nope, this is gonna leave fuzz everywhere. We're gonna try the sponge, and if the sponge don't work, then I guess I'm gonna have to go find a toothbrush or something, because that's all I got access to. Would this light look better? Hey, it would. I'm gonna leave that light on. So let's see how this sponge works, cleaning it up. Really, it's just kind of got like a dark dirt stain right here. It did look worse the other day, but dirt from working. So if that don't come out, not a big deal, but I'm gonna try to clean it up as best as I can. I'll come back and show you. So this is what it looks like right now, and I'll show you after it's clean. All right, we're probably not even like 10 seconds into cleaning this thing, and this sponge is already caked in dirt. So I'm gonna go find a brush, because if you see under the hat band, that's what color it's supposed to be, and there's dirt, and on the back it's actually got some scratches and stuff. But we're gonna clean up best we can. Definitely was working, but it got too dirty, so we're gonna have to try something else. All right, so I actually found these two brushes. These come in a pack from Harbor Freight. I found them in my truck. I thought they were dirty, but I did a little test on my white shirt. Nothing come off of them. So they're actually clean, and I actually haven't used these for anything. So we're going to try these on it. See how. All right, these brushes are working pretty good. I'm kind of popping everything out and hitting it. This looks like it probably has got oil stain on it though, so I don't think that's going to come off. But it's definitely getting it cleaner. So it's like a plastic, it's literally like a toothbrush, like a hard bristle toothbrush, and just whack that thing. This hat was pretty dirty, and it pretty much almost looks the same. It is a little cleaner. Did get a lot of dirt out of it, but it still is a little bit stained. This is the worst part of it. It just is like a discoloration type thing right there in the crown. But my wife, excuse me, my wife has figured out what she wants. She wants a telescope with kind of like a Buckaroo Nevada type brim. So we're gonna hit that up. So I'll take you through that process, but all you're going to need is going to need a tea kettle. If you have a hat steamer, good for you. I don't. So I'll use this tea kettle I got from Ross, fill it with water, let it heat up till it starts ring, and then start steaming this bad boy up and shaping it. All right, here's the hat. Got the pot steaming. We'll show you that right there. Got her whistling. Whistling Dixie. All right. So I think I'm going to do the crown first, because this looks terrible. So I'm going to do the crown. We're doing the telescope. So basically I'm just going to put steam on the outside and on the inside. I guess some people don't do that, but I'm going to do it. So let's steam it up. I don't make no money to buy them fancy felts anyway. That's okay. You don't need those. All you need is trash hats and a sweet ass shaper like me. All right, so I'm kind of opening it up, but like I said, as you can see, it's still going to have some creases there. You can probably work those out if you really work at it, but since I'm going to telescope this crown, you're probably not going to be able to see those creases real well anyway. All right, so just going to kind of push the whole thing down evenly. And I'm looking directly down the center so I can kind of gauge, because it's probably not going to be a complete perfect circle. It's probably going to end up in an oval shape. But first I'm just gonna get this shaped up pretty good. Pushing it down, and then later we will push up the top so that it has that popping out kind of effect. So it'll be kind of like a ridge all the way around. And then you're gonna wanna like look at it from the side too, make sure that's even. See how the back is kind of going up more? My wife probably won't like that, so I gotta make that even. And this, you'll feel it. You'll feel like some harder, not warm spots that ain't been steamed that you probably need to steam, so you get a good crease in there before it cools off, so it'll hold that shape better. But now I'm gonna go in for the punch. So kind of just holding my thumb, rolling around those edges, and that popped up too much. There you go. And you kind of usually end up with like a more square shape if you had a cattleman's crown. At least that's what I've realized. All the telescopes I made that were originally cattlemen's ended up kind of more squarish rather than completely round. But I'm going to finish shaping this crown, and then I'll come back to you when we're at the brim. All right, I'm pretty happy with the crown right now. As I said, it's going to be a little bit more brick than complete telescope, but there's that for you. Now we're going to go on to the brim. So the back, it kind of already has kind of shaped itself. The back is going to sit up like that, and the front's going to come down, and the sides are going to be a little bit more flatter because, you know, flat hats out here in Oklahoma, you ain't never get made fun of for that. All right, so right now I'm just making sure this back gets bent up the right way first. So I'm going to work from back to front. This brim is going to be pretty flat, so besides in the back, it's going to have a kick, but I'm going to make sure I do that evenly. All right, so we got it shaped up. It's not as good as I like. You can see kind of some riffles. It's going to need some hat stiffener because it would not hold. In those riffle spaces, it's like real soft, so it just kept falling through no matter how long I held it there. I'd let go, ruffle would fall through. But pretty happy with it for getting this hat out of the trash. So we'll get some hat stiffener for it and get it actually crisp. But that's basically the shape. I'm going to put it on my wife. Very roughly. But don't worry, that hat stiffener will get those ruffles out. What a flat hatter she is. Look up. That's crazy.